All right, guys, how you doing today? Let me get my Zoom back up here. I guess that ain't gonna happen. All right. So anyway, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Monday Mastery Training, where we start your week off strong with LTDT Insurance. Make sure you ask questions. We get a lot going on here today. Great topics, and hopefully it's something you can learn. By the way, at the end of this, I'm going to ask you all to do me a favor. Let me know what you think of these trainings, or this training in particular, because it's important for me to know that I'm doing something right or doing something wrong, and how I can improve it. So please feel free to do just say let me know what you think of it. Anyway, first of all, tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo and also Taco Tuesday, combination of both. So hope you all have a great time. Don't drink too much tequila, not a good thing. Of course, I plan to be going to my favorite Mexican restaurant. They're doing free tequila shots tomorrow, so I'll be doing that tomorrow night. I got an important announcement in case you all haven't seen. Cigna is exiting the marketplace. So if you know anyone that's on Cigna, that doesn't mean that they're losing, but they will not be offering plans for 2027. So another carrier that's dropping. We'll see what goes on. Uh, Keep in mind that clients will stay covered through the end of the 2026, but it's an opportunity for you to move them over to a different plan. Um, let's see. Again, a lot of people look at this thing. A lot of agents have already made comments in different platforms that, oh my God, they're losing this. You know what? This is an opportunity. It's not a problem. We'll always have something to do, and we'll always find something to do. There is a big shift between ACA and Medicare, so you have to act accordingly and make sure you do things. That's part of what this training is all about today. But I wanted to bring that. And with that said, today we're going to talk about something that we can immediately increase your income without buying a single new lead. Clients review. Simple idea, but most agents completely ignore it. And that is costing them thousands. You can actually make money by doing reviews. And I'll show you how that works. Start off with a quote of the day. Small habits done consistently create big results over time that keep showing up. Again, small habits done consistently creates big results over time. Keep showing up. The problem is, uh, let me show you what the big problem is. Here's what agents normally do. Okay, they sell a policy, they move on, and they never follow up. And when you don't follow up, the client forgets what they bought. Hold on 1 second. Stand by. Okay, sorry about that. They never follow up. Okay, so when you don't follow up, the client forgets what they forget what they bought. They don't understand how to use it. They start guessing instead of asking, and guessing leads to problems. And what happens next? You have lost opportunities. Clients get confused. Coverage gets outdated. They no longer are protected. And there's no referrals because you disappeared, and eventually they leave. Not because you're a bad agent, uh, because you became an invisible agent. That's not only bad service, that's lost money. Let's make this real. You worked hard to get that client. You may have paid for the lead or you spent time closing them. You did the work, and then you walked away from lifetime value. One client is worth more than one commission. It's a renewal, it's cross sells, it's a referral, family members. That one client could be worth thousands over time. So when you don't follow up, that's bad service. That's money lost sitting in your own book of business. And today we're going to fix that. Okay, so here's the shift. Not every client is one sale. If that's how you're thinking too small. One client should equal 3 to 5 opportunities. They are a review, okay? A review keeps the relationship alive. If you don't review them, somebody else will. When you find coverage gaps, this is where the money is. You're not creating needs. You're uncovering what's already missing. Find life changes. People's life changes every day, whether it's health, income, family, retirement. If you don't ask, you'll never know. A referral. Happy clients talk, but only if you stay in front of them. No relationships equals no referrals. This is the easiest.
Insert.
This is the easiest sale you'll ever make, a cross sell. They already trust you. You're not starting from zero. You're building on trust. A long-term relationship. This is, oops, let me get that. Oops, let me back up here. Okay, long-term relationships are non-transactional relationship because relationships pay you over and over again. And again, if you're not doing this, you're just missing opportunities. You're underpaid. And today we're going to fix that. All right, let's keep it simple. What is a client review? It's not a sale. It's a scheduled check-in. Think about it this way. Your client lives change, but most agents never check back in. So what happens? The coverage stays the same, even when clients don't. A client's review. A client's Okay, a client's review is where we review their coverage. Okay.
And the line wasn't too bad today. Right, because people go to the gym. This class is not being done today.
Okay. Whoever, can you guys mute? Can you guys mute? Can you guys please mute yourself? Okay. I need somebody to mute themselves. I can't see it.
Good morning, everyone.
All right. Okay, so first we make sure they actually understand what they have. That's what part of the review is. I can't see who's
Just
not
only going to
muted.
do the drawing. I'm going to start the drawing process.
All right, let me stand by a second. We'll get back here a second.
Louise,
Yeah,
go to participants,
undertaking.
hold on a second.
go to participants and mute all.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, you're sitting here, right?
Okay, there you go. All right, where am I? Let me get back here. Sorry about that. All right. So we talked about this, what a client review is, simple definition. It's not a scale, it's a scheduled check-in, and we do a review. So first we make sure they understand. Most clients don't what they have. You want to update their changes. Life changes fast. Doctors, medications, income, and family. If we don't update it, it becomes outdated. Next thing we do is we fix the gaps. This is where you bring value, not selling, the solving. You're finding what's missing and protecting them better. We educate them, and this is huge. An educated client is a loyal client. When they understand their plan, they trust you more. And then we strengthen the relationship. This is a real win. People don't leave agents because people don't leave agents they feel connected to. They leave agents because they never hear from them. So let me say it like this. A client's review is not about making a sale. It's about making sure that your clients are still protected. And here's what happens when you do this. Sales finally happen naturally, referrals happen naturally, and retention goes up. When you focus on the relationship, the revenue will follow. All right. So the big question is, when should you actually be doing these reviews? Answer, easy. More often than you think. Set the standards. Most agents only talk to their clients when there's a problem or during open enrollment or AEP or whatever. That's reactive. We want to be proactive. This should be your baseline at a minimum once a year. If you're not doing an annual review, you're leaving your book unmanaged. Anytime there's a renewal, this is one of the best times that you can do because rates change, plans change, networks change. If you don't call them, somebody else will. Life events. Now, this is where reviews become powerful, okay? Such as turning 65. Here's the big Medicare decision. High opportunity moment. People retired. The incomes change, coverage needs changing. This is not the same client anymore because their income might be going down or they may be going up. Who knows? Retirement for some people make a big difference, and there's a lot of opportunity in retirement. People that are moving, different plans, different networks, the perfect time to reach out to them. Health changes. They get new medications, new doctors. This is where gaps show up fast. Let me simplify this. Anytime there's a life change, coverage should be reviewed. If you don't reach out, the client will assume everything's fine, even when it's not. This is why a system matters. We do CRM reminders, we do follow-ups, and we do annual campaigns because you don't remember all of this manually. Reviews don't happen by accident. They happen by schedule, and schedule creates incomes. All right, this is where it comes together. This is the LTD insurance review framework. 5 simple steps. No guessing, no winging it, just a system. If you're ever unsure on a call, just follow this. This keeps you professional, confident, and consistent. Walk them through the warm-up. Start like a human, not transactional. Simple question. Hey, how have you been? Anything new this year? You're building comfort first. Talk about what the changes are. Keep so much, try to keep as much as you can in the warm-up because that's very important. And we a lot of times forget to do this in the beginning. Now that you got them comfortable, let's go to step 2. Now you want to review the current plan. Let's go over what you have. Check the premiums, the benefits, the network, any changes, this builds trust because you're showing that you care. Identify gaps. This is where the opportunity is. What's missing? Whether it's no dental, no hospital coverage, no life insurance, you're not selling, you're uncovering. And then give some recommendations. Now that you've connected the dots, based on what you told me, that's a great line. Keep it simple, keep it relevant, show them 1 to 2 options, and clearly close the deals. Most agents skip this next one. Ask for a referral. That's a big mistake. Simple thing. Who else do you know that could use your help like this? Referrals are where your business compounds. Notice something. After each step flows into the next. The warm-up, the review, the gaps, the solutions, and the referrals. This is not random. This is a process. When you follow this every time, you'll increase your retention, you'll create cross-sell opportunities, you'll generate referrals, and that's how one client turns into multiple clients. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to follow the system. Systems create consistency, and consistency creates income. All right, let's start off with the step 1, the warm-up. This might be the important step, and most of the times very ignored. Most agents make this mistake. They jump straight into business, start talking about the plans, start selling too fast, and what happens? The client puts up their guard immediately. The goal is simple here. Build comfort, not just a pitch, not selling. Just make the customer feel relaxed. Keep it simple. Hey, how have you been? Anything new this year? That's it. These questions will do a couple of things. They lower resistance, they open conversation, and they uncover changes. And life changes. And life changes equal opportunity. If you skip this step, the call feels transactional. And transactional calls don't build trust. Remember, people buy because you're licensed. People don't buy because you're licensed. They buy because they feel comfortable with you. A comfortable client will talk more, share more, trust more, and lead to more opportunities. If you rush this step, you'll spend the rest of the call trying to recover. Slow down in the beginning so you can speed up at the end. Step 2, review coverage. This is where you separate yourself from every other agent. Most agents assume the client knows what they have. They don't. Most clients are guessing. How many times have you gone and talked to a client and say, well, what is it? How does this plan work? What if I do this? They don't know everything. Even though you've explained it to them, they don't remember. Okay?
Goodness.
How? Okay. So here's how we do it.
Excuse me, I'm just suffering from sinus.
Oh,
Or an allergy, who knows?
yeah.
I think it's an allergy.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Is that
to 2.
Oh, you do? Are you at work right now?
Judith? Can you mute yourself?
Oh, I didn't know. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
Judith.
No, but see, now I know that, and I didn't.
Hey, here we go again.
That's why I keep my phone with me. I gotta
Give me
talk
1
with
second.
Sure. Well, you know what? This is gonna be perfect then. I'm writing it down. Works till 2 p.m.
Okay. Sorry about that again. Let me get back in here. Okay, here we go. All right, so the review is important. Simple way to ask. Most agents assume that the clients know everything. They don't. Most clients are guessing. So, how do you start? Real simple. Let's go over what you currently have. Okay? This is not a sales line. This is building trust. What are you really trying to do here? Okay? Um, you're slowing down the conversation. You're taking control of the call. You're showing professionalism. You're positioning yourself as the expert. Make sure you check the premiums. Start with the money. What are you paying right now? Most clients don't even know the exact number. They'll go, oh yeah, 40 some odd dollars. Okay, 41.23 is the actual number. Let them know that. Give them the benefits. What does the plan actually do? What's covered and what's not? This is where confusion shows up. How many times do you talk to clients and they ask, or better still, they don't even know that they don't have dental and vision? You need to let them know that's not in there. Oh, their network, very important. Are the doctors still in the network? Are they having issues? This creates immediate opportunity if there's friction. And ask what changes. What changed since last year? Are you on new medications, new doctors, maybe new health issues? This is where the gaps start to show. Let me give you one big takeaway. You're not reviewing plans. You're reviewing the client's situation. Most agents rush this part. They skim, they assume, they move too fast. They miss the opportunity. When you do this step right, clients open up, problems become clear, solutions become obvious. And now you don't have to sell. It makes sense. Slow down here because this is a step up. Everything that comes next. Clarity builds trust, and trust closes deals. Step 3, find the gaps. This is where the opportunity is. So let me be clear. You're not creating problems. You're uncovering what already is missing. That's the big difference. Explain what the gap is. The gap is simple. Something the client needs, but doesn't currently have. And most clients have multiple gaps. Walk them through examples. No dental. This is very common. Most health plans don't cover dental well. Even on the Medicare side, unless you're on some kind of special plan, most dental plans are very crappy on the Medicare side. It's an easy add-on to win. Hospital coverage. There's no hospital coverage. Again, this is a big one. One hospital visit can create a financial stress. This is where you protect them. No life insurance. Most clients are underinsured or have nothing. This is not optional. This is a protection. Weak drug coverage. This shows up all the time. High cost, limited coverage, and clients feel it immediately. Here's a big takeaway. If you don't look at these gaps, you won't find the opportunities. Most agents skip this step mentally. They assume everything is fine. They don't dig. They don't move fast. And they leave money on the table. When you find gaps, you'll create value, because that's the most important thing. You solve problems. You earn trust. And now recommendations become easy. No gaps found, no opportunity created. Find the gaps and the revenue will follow. Step 4, recommended solutions. This is where most agents think the sale happens, but the truth is the sale's already set up by the previous steps. If you didn't do step 1, 2, and 3 correctly, which is build comfort, review properly, and finding the gaps, this part becomes easy. How do you position? Use this line. Based on what you told me, and then da-da-da. That one sentence will change everything. That tells you that that tells the client that you listened, you understood, and that it's about them, not about you selling something. Most agents say, I recommend this plan, or you should get this. That feels like it's a pitch. Instead, connect the dots. Okay? Based on what you told me, you don't have dental. You're concerned about your hospital bill. You mentioned your medication. Here's what I recommend. Keep it simple. Don't overwhelm them. Give them 1 or 2 options max. Okay? Make sure it's clear. Don't use insurance jargon. If they don't understand, they don't buy. And make sure it's relevant. Everything you recommend must be tied back to what they said. If it doesn't connect, it won't close. When you do this right, there'll be no pressure, no resistance, no confusion, and the clients feel like it makes sense. You're not pushing a product, you're presenting a solution. And when that makes sense, people move forward. I do a lot of campaigns during the month on different products. I just did one on cancer. It's important to make sure you explain to people these are gaps that are in there. Unfortunately, and we can get into a whole different thing on that. We'll probably do that next week. But here we go. Step 5. Okay. Ask for referrals. This is where your business starts to grow without chasing leads. Let me say it clearly. If you don't ask, you don't get. Some of you that have been hanging out with me know that if whenever someone asks me, is there anything anything else you want? My line is always, yeah, I need $1 million. If you don't ask, you don't get. It's that simple. Yes, I don't expect anybody to give me $1 million, but if you don't ask, you don't get. So that's been a saying of mine forever. Most agents feel awkward. They skip this step or say it weakly, and they walk away from a free opportunity. Keep it simple. Who else do you know that could use help like this? That's it. Explain. You just helped them. You reviewed their coverage. You fixed their gap. You made things clear. This is the best time to ask. This is important. Don't ask like you're begging. Don't rush it. Don't sound unsure. Act like you're the expert. And here's the key. After you ask that question, be quiet. Let them think. Don't rush this. If they hesitate, follow up with this. Friends, family, coworkers. Anyone anyone going through the same challenges like you, keep coaching your clients to give you referrals. Referrals are different. They're high trust, they're easy conversations, they're faster close, and these are your best clients. If you can spend money chasing leads, or you can do that, or you can build relationships to the people you already have by bringing leads to you. Referrals are earned, and then they're asked for. Very important. You earned it because of what you did, and then you asked for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Very important. All right. So let's talk about the money tree, or the money formula. This is the game. Most agents think I need more leads to make more money. That's not true. One client referral or one client should equal retentions, cross-selling, referrals. Retentions, when you stay in touch, clients don't leave. Policies stay on the book and they recur income. That's a recurring income. When you cross-sell, you fill the gaps. You add products, you increase value, and that same client just gave you more revenue. A referral, when you build relationships, clients will bring you new clients. Now you're growing without chasing. So what does that equal? Obviously, more revenue. Not from more leads, but from working your own book of business better. Most agents, to me, big mistake. Most agents sell once, move on, and start all over again. That's the hardest way to make money. Let me say it like this. You already have clients. You're just starting to maximize them. One review protects the relationship, creates new opportunities, bring in more people. That's leverage. You don't need more effort. You need a better system. And this is the system. All right. This is where we make everything that we just talked about actually happen. Automation, as I said, equals consistency. Let's be honest. You're not going to remember to follow up with every client. Life gets busy, calls come in, things get missed. And what happens when you're inconsistent? Some clients get attention, some don't, and opportunities get missed. And your income becomes inconsistent too. Consistency builds trust. Consistency creates opportunity. Consistency creates income. And consistency doesn't come from memory. It comes from a system.
Yeah.
Set it and don't forget it. Birthdays, renewals, annual reviews. Let the system remind you. Our agency RM does a great job of sending happy birthdays to all your clients. It sends renewal notices. It's setting up the annual reviews. That's an important thing. Text messages, we do that also in agency RM, but you make sure you do text messages and email follow-ups. Stay in front of your clients without chasing them, without thinking about them. Automation keeps you busy and visible. Annual reviews. This is a big one. One campaign. Reach out to your entire book. Now you're scaling your efforts. I've been getting a lot of annual reviews, doing a lot of annual reviews this time of the year, believe it or not. Yes, I can't do a lot of changes in certain things. We can't change Medicares unless they have a special election. I can't, obviously, ACA is an animal itself, but it's good to let them know, hey, we need to talk about this and really review this. Again, I remind them that during the annual election period, we need to really be serious about changes, or during the open enrollment for ACA. Obviously, if there's other issues like life insurance, that's another thing. When you automate this, more reviews happen, more conversations happen, more opportunities show up without working harder. You don't rise to your goals. If you don't rise to your goals, you're gonna fall to your system, or you're gonna fail. The bottom line is the system is built. Build the system and the results will follow. All right. So how do we do reviews? Here's let's make it easy. A lot of agents overthink what to say. You don't need a complicated script. Set simple works, clear works, real work works. This is all you need.
Voy preparando.
Here's what you need. Hey, whoever it is, Susie. I'm just checking in to make sure your coverage still fits your needs. You pause and then you continue. Things change, and I want to make sure you're still protected. Now, this does a few important things. It's not pushy, it's not salesy, it feels natural, and it positions you as someone who cares. When the clients hear this, they don't feel sold, they feel helped. And it lowers the resistance immediately. Most agents say this like this. I want to review your policy. I have new options for you. Now, that sounds very salesy. Start the conversation, open the door, get the appointment. That's the goal. Keep your tone friendly, relaxed, confident, not rushed, not robotic. You can adjust it by phone. You can even use text messages doing this, emails, same message, same different formats. When you do this consistently, more conversations, you'll get more conversations, more review books, and more opportunities created. You don't need perfect words. You need consistent conversation. Use this script and start reaching out. Common mistakes. Let's clean this up, because if you understand the process, these mistakes will kill your results. I want to be honest with you. Which of these things are you doing? Are you talking too much? This is a big one. We kind of talked about this in today's Monday Mojo call, where we gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. The reason for 1 mouth, because you don't want to talk too much. Agents feel they need to explain everything. They dominate the conversation. But the truth is, the more you talk, the less you learn. Your job is to listen, not lecture. You sell too early. This happens all the time. Agents jump right into a solution before they even understand the situation. And what happens? The clients push back. No diagnosis, no prescription. You don't have to, or you have to understand the problem before you recommend it. No structure. This is where things fall up. Conversations go everywhere, important steps to skip, and they feel the call's messy. Fix it. Follow the 5-step framework. Structures create confidence. Not asking for a referral. This one hurts you. It hurts your growth. It's probably the biggest reason you don't grow. You do all the work, you build a relationship, and then you don't ask. That's a missed opportunity. Every one of these mistakes cost you money, cost you opportunity, and cost you growth. Let me make it simple. Talk less, listen more, follow the process, ask for referrals. You don't need a new strategy. You need to eliminate bad habits. Fix these, and your results will change fast. All right, real talk. Most agents think if I had more leads, I'd make more money. That's what everyone says. But here's the truth, right here. Let me get this. You don't need more leads. You don't need more leads. Are you ready? What you really need, you need to work your book better. You already have this. You have clients who trust you. You have clients who bought from you. You have clients who will answer your calls. And most agents ignore them. They sell one time, they chase a new lead, they start all over again. That's exhausting and that's expensive. Your current book is your biggest asset, has the highest trust, and has the most opportunity. That's where the money is. And everything we just went over, reviews, gaps, cross-selling, referrals, that's how you unlock it. You're sitting on money. You're not just going back to get it. Or you are going back just to get it. It's your money. More importantly, you're helping your client. You can keep chasing or you can start maximizing. The agents that win do both, but they master their book first. All right, this is where we separate the people who learned something from the people who actually are going to make money from this. Because let's get real, information doesn't pay you, action does. Call 10 clients. This is your starting point, not 100, not overwhelming, just 10. Why 10? It's doable. It builds momentum. It creates a conversation, and conversations create an opportunity. Out of those 10, you're going to book 5 reviews. Half should turn into reviews if you're doing this right. If not, it's your script, it's your tone, or your consistency. That's what you need to improve. Out of those 5, you should close 2 opportunities. This is how we get paid. From those reviews, from those conversations, you should find at least 2 real opportunities. And remember, you're not focusing on sales, you're focusing on solving problems. So let's look at this. 10 calls, 5 reviews, 2 closes. That's 1 week. Now imagine doing this every week. That's a completely different business. Most agents leave training, they feel motivated, they do nothing, go back to old habits, and nothing changes. I don't want that for you. I want you to take this and actually use it. You don't need more training, you need more reps. Start with 10 calls and let the system do it for you. All right, gang. So first, I want to thank you. I appreciate you guys showing up because that tells me something. You actually care about your clients. And at the end of the day, what we do matters. We protect families and we give our people peace of mind. And that's bigger than just selling. Today wasn't about learning something new. It was about doing something better. Reviews, relationships, referrals. That's how you're going to grow your business the right way. When you do this consistently, your clients stay longer, your income grows, your business becomes stable, and that's what we're building. I'm here for you, not just today, but as you implement this. So here's what I want from you. This week, call 10 clients. Now, don't wait, don't overthink, just start. Because the difference between an agent who gets stuck and the agent who grows is simple. they take action. And as I always say, take care of the people, and the people will take care of you. All right, gang, let me go ahead and see if I can get this. Anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? Folks, I'm here to help you out. So I know I went through a lot and I stumbled a lot today, interrupted a lot.
You did great. You did great.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I even had to mute everybody today at one point. But that's good. You know, like I said, this is how my goal in these calls is to make you grow, make you think, make you do things a little different. You know, even a seasoned veteran. I mean, there was a couple things that I brought today, and I tried to implement them, and I will be implementing them on today's Monday morning because we all learn at all times, and that's the key thing. Judith, you were a teacher, I believe, right?
Oh, you caught me swallowing some.
Don't,
Yes,
don't,
yes.
don't choke on it.
I was
Okay.
a teacher for about 5 or 6 years. Yes.
Okay. And even there, that gives you enough experience to understand education is very important in this business. And we are educators first. And then I don't want to say sales, we're problem solvers. That's what this is all about today. And we need to keep that mentality, not the sales. I'm not here for the sales. I'm here to help find solutions for my clients. That's the key thing. Any questions? Any other questions, comments, concerns? Okay. So I do have one final thing I need to say to everyone, to all the mothers out there, because we won't, obviously, I won't see you till next Monday. I want to wish you all happy Mother's Day. Those of you that are mamas, and those that you could be mama of a dog, cat, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. But I hope you all have a great Sunday and a happy Mother's Day. And as far as next week's topic, we're going to kind of tie this all together. And this was a great one. Ancillary products that make sense. And I don't think Belinda was on here, but she showed up that we're missing the boat on a lot of these cross-selling opportunities. And I think agents need to make sure that it's cross-selling properly. And if you need additional information, we're going to talk about this next Monday, but I think it's going to be a real good topic. And I've already got that presentation basically done. So again, if there's nothing else, let me get back over here. Oh, I could have done it like this. What's wrong with you, Louis?